My name's
We're
Michelle, and this
live.
is David. David, are you going to go share that now?
So, just do I flip it up?
Yeah, you'll have to pop out and pop back in. And I'm just going to give an introduction. You'll just go share it from my Facebook.
Go to your Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going out. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear
Okay.
you.
I didn't know that.
Okay. Did you share it?
It says live now. So then on that live, then I what?
And you just share it to your page. We're learning new technology today, everybody.
It says posted, shared.
Okay. So pop back out and pop back in so the camera comes back
Okay.
on.
Hold on.
We're learning.
Fun.
It's a good thing.
Yes.
Once we connect to your Facebook, we won't have to do this.
Are we good?
Yes, we're good. Okay.
Awesome.
So, hey everyone, and welcome to tonight's powerful conversation. We're so glad that you're here, whether you're watching live or catching the replay, because this will be up and posted for 30 days for everybody to rewatch. Tonight is all about real solutions, real change, and real people. And we're going to share how we're transforming our health and our wealth. And it's not just physically, but also mentally and emotionally too. This is my friend David. Hi, David. Alabama in the house. You say it better than me. Go ahead.
Alabama in the house.
You didn't do all of it.
Alabama in the going up and showing out, just like always.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. So we're going to talk about some testimonials. What's possible when you shift your habits, because it does take habits like drastically. So I do want you to know that we're not talking about drastic changes, but change has to occur. Your mindset and your health. So these we all come from different backgrounds, right? David and I are both from the South, but some of you listening may not be. So I do know where our vices are with our Southern eating and the comfort foods that we both enjoy.
Fried chicken.
And so we're going to show you how we've taken back control of our health, still enjoying a lot of the things that we do love. And now we are helping others do the same. So that's why we're doing this live. So welcome in and thank you for joining us. So how did we get here? I'm going to talk a little bit about how we got here in the beginning, and then I'm going to let David share his testimonial, and then I will go into mine. And then if you have any questions, just go ahead and pop them in the chat. And you can tag people while you're listening to us. So how did we get here? We likely became insulin resistant, and that's what causes most of our chronic diseases. And we're talking type 2 diabetes, obesity, belly fat, skin tags, cholesterol, most of the autoimmune disorders, Alzheimer's, dementia, low testosterone, PCOS in women, and the list goes on and on. We likely started becoming insulin resistant as children because we eat too frequently and we are eating the wrong foods. We're snacking all the time. We're grazing. And it doesn't matter if it's quote unquote healthy food. There's no healthy snacks. Hate to burst your bubble.
You're freezing.
And so what we're talking about is a simple 3-step protocol that David and I both follow, and helping people take back their health. As David's sipping the tea, mine's in my handy dandy Buc-ee's mug. If you know, you know. So David, let's talk a little bit about your journey. I know it's...
Well, you know what? You know, you're on something about them kids. Here's my thing. listen, I've been thinking about something today. Kids, y'all got some kids. I know y'all watching me. Look, here's the thing. Y'all got them little hoodlums running around or having mood swings,
Oh Lord,
hated,
yes.
and all that stuff. Look, sugar affects all of those things. And once you get them out of the bed and you feeding the cereals that's loaded with carbohydrates and oatmeals, and they say oatmeals, look, oatmeals is full of things that you ain't supposed to eat. We can break all that down later. But you're feeding all these bad things. What's wrong with your children? You putting them on these statins.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. Why don't you feed them something good that's going to heal their and control their glucose the way it's supposed to be
Amen to
controlled?
that.
Huh?
Right. Absolutely.
And maybe you can have some better acting kids and some less calls from the school system. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And let's not forget all the energy drinks that these kids drink.
That,
And the fact that these two things that actually heal us, two of the three drinks that we have daily, is the same cost of one energy drink, and most adults and most kids are drinking at least two or three or sodas.
yes.
I was talking to my friend Ron Davis on the phone today, and he's a truck driver, and he was in a gas station. He was walking around. One bag of chips is $6.19 now, and we're not talking the big bag. We're just talking about just the little bag. $6.
That it.
That's more than the whole protocol costs a day to follow. The protocol that
Right.
we're
No.
going to talk about is $5.30 a day.
And them bag of chips is definitely changing your
Yeah,
life.
it's going to keep you insulin resistant and put you in an early grave.
In Alabama, they call that getting Dunlap disease.
Done lapped over your belt.
That's right. We know what them carbohydrates and $6 bag of chips are doing. Hey, and it's called. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what it's causing. I've done a lot of research on this in my 14 years. A lot of you people that I've shared this with, y'all know me. I spent 10 years in home health care. Then I own my own pharmaceutical delivery company for 4 years. So 14 years behind me. Listen, guys. Here's the thing. I'm going to share something with you. I had a milestone this morning that I've been wanting to hit for 20 years, okay? And I blame this on this, okay? I was 147 pounds, and this morning I hit 199. I ain't seen it in 20 years
He's in a
myself.
one. That's what I call being in a one. I'm working my way down to a
Yes.
two. It's a process.
Yes, 199. It just absolutely away with it. I am.
And I'm not talking about waist size, 200 something. So, yeah, that's a huge
Yes.
accomplishment.
And the thing about it was um I was on 2 jabs,
Yeah,
arthritis, sugar diabetes, insulin, none of that anymore. And I was on two I'm losing my train of thought. I was on 2 pressure medicines. Now I've cut it down to 1. And the thing about it is we are all diseases go back to insulin resistant. It's everything that is in your body is caused from insulin resistant in your stomach, okay? And you could be doing the perfect diet. You could be doing the workouts. You could be doing all kinds of things. But look, early onset dementia, sugar diabetes type 2, brain fog,
hmm
foggy. I mean, there's all kinds of things that affects insulin resistant that you don't know what's going on in your body because your doctor does not run those. What
no,
he does is he goes to his PDR. That's the book that he prescribed all of those statins and meds out of.
right?
And in the same book is natural. Look, the same system, the same stuff that we are changing our lives with
hmm
is the same products that's in that book. It's called Noodles. And the thing about it is they're reversing. My friend, he was 492 pounds. He started this. This is why I come across this. He
Right.
was 492 pounds, 25 pounds. The doctor told him it wouldn't be long. He's going to be unlived. He come across this by on it was on TikTok, and so he started it. Now he's lost 120 pounds. He's reversed his type 2 diabetes. He's only on 2 medications, and one of them is a blood thinner, and one of them is Tylenol. He is doing better than ever.
Right.
He's doing great. So think about it. The same book, the PDR, that your doctor prescribed medications, or there's a list of nutraceuticals in there, and ours backed by the Cleveland Clinic, which is the number one
Heart hospital.
heart clinic in the United States. They have done 24 2 dozen tests on our product, and they back our product. Is that explained right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so we have 14 clinical trials. It's been around for over 35 years. We have a 90-day money back guarantee. This is a global company. It's in 64 countries.
Sydney University backs it.
Yep. And so the home of the glycemic index, also Brigham Young University, head of our science advisory board, and insulin resistance, who wrote this book called Why We Get Sick.
Oh, how much is it? Oh, come on, Michelle. They want to know how much it costs to have a 90-day money back guarantee. You have nothing to lose.
It's $5.30 a day. So it's less than that bag of chips, less than those energy drinks and those chips and sodas and all the snacks that you're eating.
They can't afford it, but they can go buy a $6 pack of Ritz. You're froze.
Right. You can afford what you want to afford to do
right.
so.
That's right.
Let's talk about the power of targeting the root causes. For years, people have relied on medications, and we can't fix dietary problems with medications. Medications like metformins and statins. Have you ever?
I'll be right back. I'm going to share it out. Okay.
Have you ever seen anybody on metformin that got off metformin, or statins that their doctor didn't say keeps taking the statin? In essence, it's literally causing Alzheimer's and dementia and type 2 diabetes. So you're not actually reversing anything. It's actually keeping you sick. Statins are the number one most prescribed drug in the United States of America. They give it to healthy people, and guess what? Those people end up with type 2 diabetes and other issues because it's literally causing the very thing that they're trying to fix, which is insulin resistance. And that's why you have high cholesterol to begin with. Things that I've learned in the last 20 months. We have a very medical grade fiber matrix that is actually lowering our glucose, gives us little food freedom. It's healing our gut health. And combined with our tea that we were talking about earlier, and this tea is not just any tea. It is literally, I say, God's gift to healing ourselves. And it's $1.75 a packet. We have 3 packets a day. This is a highly concentrated yerba mate tea. It's highly concentrated in chlorogenic acid. Chlorogenic acid is what's healing us. It acts as a natural metformin. It's also a natural GLP-1. But it's going to help with your energy, brain fog, mental clarity and focus, help with your sense of well-being, your mood, like things like anxiety and depression, ADD, ADHD. It's lowering your blood pressure naturally. It's lowering your glucose naturally. The side effect of this is weight loss. And coupled with the fiber.
Can you hear me?
Matrix. That's also lowering your glucose, giving us that food freedom. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello? I can't hear you.
Pop out and come back in. Yes. Technical difficulties, folks. We're going to get this down. So anyway, that's it in a nutshell. We connect that with intermittent fasting. So when we wake up in the morning, we don't sip on it throughout the day of those. And then we don't snack. So we skip breakfast. We eat 2 meals between noon and 8 p.m. And that can be arranged around your work schedule. And I eat twice between noon and 8 p.m. I prioritize protein, good fats, and fruits and vegetables in that order. You try and limit carbs and sugar, but like I said, I've not dieted. I've lost 104 pounds in the last 22 months. So it's totally possible. But you have to make some changes, and you have to realize that. There he is. Let's pop him back in here. There we go. So that's it in a nutshell. It's pretty simple. David and I are coaches through all the trials and tribulations. There's not many, but a lot of people have questions, and we have to unlearn and rethink what we've learned about our health. I'm 46. David, you are 43.
43.
We're both of the same generation, Gen X. Hello. Um, but
Can you hear me?
we both learned the same kinds of things. You trust our doctors are not testing for this. They're not testing our fasting insulin. And 9 out of 10 Americans are insulin resistant, and we just don't know it. Our doctors are not
The thing
taught
of,
this in medical school.
I want you to hit a little bit on this. What gets me about the United States today is there's 80 million Americans that are pre-diabetic, and 90% of them don't even know it.
They don't. They don't.
You keep
And like,
freezing.
I weighed 400 pounds when I started, right? My A1C was normal. My glucose is normal. So they told me I was a conundrum, that I was a healthy fat person. Nobody at 400 pounds is a healthy fat person. It was just a matter
That's
of
a
time,
truth.
and I didn't understand that. And I just thought, well, I'm broken. I don't know why I'm broken. I can't lose any weight to save my life. But when we have so many pre-diabetics and so many type 2 diabetics, and also the pandemic is childhood obesity and more kids becoming type 2 diabetic as children. Usually when a child is diabetic, it's because they're type 1 diabetic, but they're seeing kids get type 2 diabetes. Um, and that is just because of what we're eating. We went from eating around the table with our family and eating 3 meals a day to eating 5 to 6 small meals a day to boost our metabolism. When we are, when that's the worst thing that you can do when you're insulin resistant, because eating too. So the pandemic is really insulin resistance globally. It's just not our country, it's globally. Now, does anybody have any questions um, about our journey, about insulin resistance? How do you know if you're insulin resistant? You can take your triglycerides divided by your HDL, and that sort of gives you an idea. If you have those numbers, I am happy to, do that for you. And my journey's not over. I still need to lose about 115 pounds. Very big. I was very big.
You still
So
want to lose another 100?
yes, I need to. Yeah, I was a very fluffy bunny. Now I'm just a chubby bunny.
My goal was 199. Look, I'm
I
happy
know
if
you've
I
smashed
if
it.
if I keep losing, I'll be happy, happy, happy. At least I'm reversing
The
my insulin
interesting thing
resistance.
about this is your body will continue to work and lose until your body is happy where you're at. Couple pant sizes, but that's because they weren't very big. Like Emery, for instance, she looks fantastic. But there's people like me that I'm still losing weight. So it's kind of like your body knows your body does know what to do with the insulin resistance. And your body knows what to do with the chlorogenic acid that you're consuming. And so it's not like you just keep losing and losing and you shrivel up. It's kind of
Let me tell,
interesting the way it works.
let me
So
tell you something
because
funny. I got to tell you something funny, Michelle. I mean, you've talked to my wife enough. You know, she's a skeptic of everything. And we
yeah,
finally talked her into getting on this, right?
yes.
We finally talked her into getting on this, right? So she's like, I don't see no difference. Guess what? Can you hear me?
Yes, my sister's messaging me saying that you're funny as heck.
I ain't even opened up yet. Listen, I told her, I said, I want to know something. Before a week ago, you know, we know our wives, right? Can you hear me? You keep
Before a week
freezing.
ago.
You keep freezing.
I don't know why.
Before a week ago, she's like an addict to Coca Cola.
Yes.
I'm talking about like white on rice, okay? Bad. Bad, bad, bad. Babe, bring me a Coke. I got a headache.
Is she in the room with you? Should we be watching for stuff flying?
Oh, she ain't in here. She's probably watching me on this live. She's at her mama's. Look, listen. In 1 week, she has not desired Coke at all. Zero.
I told her
Today, while
that.
I was out and about, today when I was out and about, I come home. She said, "You should have seen me today. I tried on a dress that I bought it." See, she orders from this company called Sheen. Okay,
Shane,
you
yeah.
might order a 2X. It might come in a 1X. If you might order a 2X, and it might be a 3X. Now I'm just being honest with you, right? But you get dresses for like $6 and $8.
Or it might be a medium.
Yeah, you don't know.
Alexa,
So
volume
she
18.
says, "Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hang on to some of these dresses, and I'm just gonna see if I lose weight." The scales has went down just a little bit, but I told
Right?
her, I said, "Now, do you know the science behind this? It's
It's the
not the
inches.
it's not the number, it's the inches." Today she told me, she said, "Am I looking smaller?" She said, "I tried a dress on I couldn't get into, and it fit me perfect." I said, "Well,
In
so
just a
we
week.
get
That's a week.
so the before and after picture, she looks completely different, just like me."
Right. And the thing is that's the interesting thing, and people get so hung up on the scale.
The
If you're
scale, the
if you're
scale, the
gonna if
scale.
you're gonna obsess on the scale, you're gonna fail. Because like my husband who's sleeping next to me, he's had a long day. He didn't the scale number, the number on the scale didn't budge for 100 days, but I was literally watching his belly felt melt off of him. Like his clothes were I was seeing it visually happen. And here he's complaining about the number on the scale. I'm like, who cares? Literally, your gut's disappearing, babe. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yes. Makes a big difference. Hey, listen, when I come home today, they were doing some closet cleaning out the last couple of days, and she said, "You got a pile of clothes you need to try on." Well, so I have a friend that he's been unlived. I don't know if I can say these words on this or not. Can I or can
yeah,
I?
on Facebook you can.
Okay, so he's been passed away for a couple of years now, but me and him was the same height, which is called very short. And so he was shaped just like me, short, fat, stubby, you know what I'm saying? So but as he would go along, he had dialysis, right?
Yeah.
So he didn't shrink in size, but expects his weight loss, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as he progressed, he would give me his clothing, but he
Right.
got way down in clothing size. He was really dinky when he passed, and so they gave me his clothes. And I told my wife, I'm like, they're him great, they look great, I love them. I said, but I maybe just in case I get into these pant sizes, I'm gonna keep them. He's been gone about a couple 2 years. Guess what I got into today?
His skinny clothes.
A 38, baby. I ain't
That's
seen 30.
awesome.
Hey, I ain't seen 38 in 5 years and 15 on the scale, baby. I'm
That's great.
excited about
Sometimes
it.
I have to look at where I started because people look at me, and sometimes in my lives people are mean and they say, "Oh yeah," because I'm still quite a bit overweight. But when you start at 400, I mean, it's a journey. It's a marathon, not a
I mean,
sprint. And I'm like, yeah, listen to
right.
me because like I've done it. I'm doing it. I can
Yeah,
help other
look at
people.
Michael Martin for crying out
Right.
loud.
Exactly.
Woo!
Right. And so sometimes I have to look at that picture to remind myself of where I was versus where I am now. because, you know, when you're still a chubby bunny, but I trust the process, and you have to trust the process. You have to know that your body knows what to do with this chlorogenic acid. The chlorogenic acid
Yes.
and the fiber matrix is key.
Do you have anybody on live? Is there anybody here in the comments?
Well, somebody just messaged me. They couldn't stay on. They were watching. So, but yeah, he's a nurse practitioner. He is my husband's niece's husband.
I shared it out to quite a few people, and I put it on my
Yeah,
page.
yeah.
And
So John Frost highlighted it. And can you see
nope.
the comments over there on the side?
Yes, I do
Yeah.
see that now.
And so that's where the comments are going to show up.
I don't see
And
no
so
comments
people
at
might
all.
ask questions. So like if you're watching this and it's not live and you're watching the instant replay, just put the questions in the comments because we're still going to get them. And then we can answer those questions for you. So we'll probably quick, and then we're going to head over and do a TikTok live. And we're going to do this more regularly. We're going to have some other testimonials and other people. Sorry.
And remember, Michelle, if they are local friends and they want to try it out.
Yes. That's the thing. He's got some boxes ready to go. He can explain that to you and how all of that works. Sorry, we have guardianship of my 1-month-old great niece, and she's got a little bit of gas today. So you guys will be okay.
See, if you order through the company, it'll take you 2 weeks. If you order through the company, it'll take you 2 weeks.
Yeah, so it takes about 2 weeks. You're going to save on the shipping. You're going to save on the tax.
Yes.
It's $5.30 a day. That equates to $159 a month. That's all you're going to owe David. Get with David. Let's get started. We're starting a new 90-day challenge. I would love for you guys to be in the 90-day challenge. We're going to have some giveaways during the challenge. So it's going to be fantastic. I have some Unicity stuff coming. I do have a couple of these big bottles, and one of them is going to be in our giveaway. These are like hot commodities. I'm just telling you, okay? People really want these. What?
You're freezing a lot.
Because they're bigger. They're bigger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is it bigger than mine?
Yep.
Why ain't you sent me one?
We're going to have some giveaways. All right, guys, we're going to hop off of here for this one. Put your questions in the comments. David and I will get to you.
And send me a DM if you want me to drop you some off.
Yes. Send them a message. We'll get with you. And thanks for appeasing me. I'm going to deal with her, and then we're going to go do our TikTok live.
All right.